Yes, hey, welcome back. Now let's solve the question. Common in three sorted arrays. So the question states that we will be given three arrays which are already sorted, and we just have to tell all the elements which are common in all three arrays. Yeah, again it is a pretty straightforward question. There is no big explanation which is required for this, and the note is that can you do it? Can you handle the duplicate without using any additional data structures? And yeah, I'll go to that solution also. But first, let me go through the most easier solution, and that is just to find the intersection of the arrays. And yeah, if you know about how to find the intersection, then you will know that using sets is the best way to do that. So what we can do is that we can put all. See again, there is one more thing. I don't know. Yeah, over here, if you see, there are two ones, but there's no need for us to consider duplicates, and that's why sets will make our lives a lot more easier. So first, I'll show you using a data structure, and then I'll show you without using that. And yeah, so what you can do is that put all the elements in the set, like all the AR1, AR2, AR3, and so on corresponding set. What that will do is that will automatically take care of eliminating the duplicate for us. And then what we can do is that we can iterate through any one of AR1 or AR2 or AR3, depending on what you want, and then check if that element is present in the remaining sets which you are not iterating through, and that will already give you the answer. But again, as you know, the default behavior of sets is that it will not maintain the ordering. So we can just return the sorted of the result. It is that simple. So what we can do is that put all the three in its corresponding, all the three insets. Yeah, yeah, and do one thing. Since we need to iterate through it, and you can't iterate through a set. Uh, so what we can do is that we can just put it in the list, convert the set to a list itself. And now what we can do is that we can have a result. Yeah, and what we can do is that for every element in the first set, first list, which was actually a set which has been converted back to a list. So if that element is present in and is present in, that means that that is the element which is present in all the arrays. So we can just append it to the result, and then we can return the sorted value of the result. Yeah, it is that the first approach is that simple. It is just small intuition, and yeah, it works. Let's just submit it once. Yeah, this one works. So now let's go with another way, and let's do it without using additional data structures. So now what you have to do is that you'll have three pointers I, J, and K pointing to the beginning of each array. And what we'll do is that since the array is already sorted, there is no need for us to worry about the updation going wrong. So what we'll do is that at each iteration, we will update the index, we will update the array whose current index value is the least, and we can just check in the beginning if all the like if all the indexes are equal, like all the values of the array at position index is equal, then we can append it to the set. We can append it to our result, and since we are going through it in sorted order itself, there's no need for the sorted also. We'll have result, and we'll have and yeah. So now what see the issue is see first I thought like what about if we go out of bounds of array one, then if there are any elements common in array two and array three, then it will not like the approach might not work. But then I remembered if you go out of bounds of array one itself, then that means that any element which is left in array 2 and array 3 will not be equal. That is assuming array 1 is the longest. So this approach will work. So now what we'll do is if the element at ARR1 at the position I is equal to ARR2 at the position J, and the element at this position is equal to ARR3 at the position K. Yeah, at the position K. That means that we can directly append it to the result. Yeah. And what we can do in Python is that we can directly compare three, four elements together. And yeah, but if we do like this, what will happen is that if there are any duplicates, the duplicates will also be appended in the array. So what we can do is that if our result array exists and the result at the position -1, which is the top of the result array, is not equal to ARR1 at the position n, only then we will append. So what this will do is that it will effectively take care of not putting in duplicates. And yeah, so now what we can do is that we can see if all the indexes are equal, like all the elements in all the indexes are equal, then we have to update all the indexes. Yeah, this is done. So now what I told is that yeah, if the elements are not equal, then we will update the index which with the least element. Like we will update the array whose index is currently having the least element. So let's just calculate that. So if yeah, what this will do is that this will tell if if error1 at the position is the least, then we will just update I. Else if error2 is the least, be careful while updating. When you copy and update, you might make some errors. Yeah. Then we will increment j. Else we will increment k. Then we can automatically return the result. So let's get compile and run this to see if it works. Okay. I don't know what happened over here. Yeah, I think it is working. So let's just submit and check it once. Okay, yeah, I see a potential bug. The issue is that the result will always be empty in the beginning. So what this will do is that it will not work. I think let's just see it once. And I don't know what is happening. Let me just refresh the screen once. Yeah, let me just submit once again. I think this might not work because if there is no result, if this condition will never become true, I think. Yeah, this is not working. As you see, we are getting empty input. So what we have to do is we have to add another condition over there. If there is no result, if there is no result, then automatically append it. Or if the result exists and result at the position -1 is not equal to error1 at the position -1, error1 at the position I, then do it. I don't know what is happening over here. Let me just submit it once. Yeah, patience. Yeah. I don't know why it's happening. Yeah, as you see, all the test cases pass, and the same thing happened 5 6 times. Whenever I was doing submit, it was not submitting. That's why there are 13 submissions in reality where I did 4 or 5 submissions. And yeah, that's all for it. And thank you for watching and see you next time.